Hi everyone, this is Bobby from bn-games.com, and we're here doing another classic capture. Today we are doing Faxanadu for the Nintendo Entertainment
Faxanadu.
It is Steve.
Yeah, we'll go with Steve.
A name that will probably always be questioned. How do you actually pronounce this?
Steve.
This game is one of my favorites for the NES. It is actually one of the ones that I played most of, actually.
Yeah, he blew on that cartridge.
Oh,
I bet you did.
Yeah.
Damn straight.
What's going on? And you know, as a kid, I don't remember what I used to call it. To be honest with you, I think I used to call it the F game.
You just said, "Give me that game."
Yeah, just give me that one, the one with the cool music. I'll tell you, this has one of the best soundtracks for the NES.
I will agree to that. It's
like
just listen to that.
You can't really,
I especially like when you go into the shop.
well, you'll hear it.
It's like that'd be a good bass line. Just like.
So, this game is actually, this game came out after The Legend of Zelda 2. It's actually in the same design vein. They're very similar in how they... Well, if you've ever played Legend of Zelda 2, you will recognize how I guess the inspiration.
What I really want to know is, why is it whenever they're talking, they can't stop blinking?
Well, hey, that's for emphasis.
Sir,
that's innovation.
You leave them alone.
Hey, Jinx.
Sensitive.
And it's a side scroller. You go left and right through the world, and you eventually do some platforming.
Yay, jumping.
That jump right there to jump between those marshmallows with spikes, that took a while to like master as a child, because the jumping mechanics for this guy is kind of weird. It takes some getting used to. Now, I already knew where to go. I knew to go get a goddamn key from the priest. I don't know why the priest has a key, but they go to the king, and the king's like, God, everything's gone to shit. Where the fuck have we been?
More blinking. Stop blinking.
You leave their condition alone,
You're
sir.
not a Pac-Man ghost.
They're like lepers?
It's an elf. It's an elf thing. How do you know, Timmy? And he gives you some gold, and you're like, hell yeah, we'll go buy a PS3. But yeah, he gives you gold, and then you go and buy a dagger or short sword. That's basically goddamn
dragon dagger, I approve.
I like how, they just choose some random guy with no equipment to go on some kind of quest.
And you see this right here?
It's like, oh yeah, go buy a cheap knife.
I got nothing more I can do to help you. I'm like, look, you're the goddamn king. How can you not help me?
Give me some horses up in this.
Wait,
Like, give me the goddamn crown, I'll go pawn it.
You can't go near him when he's sitting down. Watch. See that? Yeah, it's kind of creepy. The guard, that's a pretty inefficient guard, I think.
It's like,
Like, why can't I have his armor? But whatever.
yeah. God.
So you gotta come back through here and jump over the marshmallows with spikes for no apparent reason. They're through this one area. I still don't understand that.
That's to protect the castle.
And there's smoking right there, which would not be allowed in today's games. So we get like
ESRB.
Yeah.
Evil.
there's this
Same
big,
fat guy in
yeah. He
Every
like
shop.
he
follows you around.
he's a wizard.
He's better than you.
You get a
should have said him on the
said
quest.
hand dagger. I said he called it a short sword. Well, whatever. You never get enough gold to really buy anything else for a while here. First thing you need to do is equip it, which this is one of those games where you'd actually have to read the manual, because I remember as a kid, I'm like, how do I use my sword? And the other thing they don't tell you is you can't use your sword indoors until you get outside. And like, all right, well, equip it now. And I can stab things.
And then the game fades.
Yeah, it fades. Modern.
Exactly here.
Yeah, and we're going outside the gate here. I already bought a key from another shop. I didn't want to sit there and have you watch all that, because that's not very interesting. And do the stabbing motion. I like the game. It's not for everybody.
Stabby.
Even from a classic perspective, this thing's got some problems that I don't think a lot of people are going to want to deal with. The idea is, though, that you're going to be climbing up this life tree because you're an elf and there's no water and people are dying, blah, blah, blah. And the idea is you go and you find the entrance to go up, and you're climbing the tree, and different levels of the tree have different little towns and so on and so forth. Right here, I'm getting my ass kicked, and it's really hard to get out of there. It has some Mega Man-esque climbing here.
Sure, that is the best climbing enemy
Sir,
ever.
that is actually Nathan Drake.
Man, you're really dating the video here.
Dun, 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 dun.
sell if this game had a Sully, the game would like sell for $40 still. These little jumping rabbit with one eye things, you'll see a lot of them.
This game has some interesting characters, don't it?
They look more like one-eyed jumping octopuses.
I hate these zombie things because they never give you any money. No matter what you do, they just give like a flapping, like a balloon sound.
They have conditions. You leave them alone.
And just like
Oh yeah,
like flap.
Okay, so you can hate the little zombie things, but no, the blinking eye king is probably dying or having a stroke. Oh no, you'll still let him lead you.
Hey,
You leave those spiky marshmallows alone. What
Alright.
did they ever do to you?
I don't think you can kill those.
By this point, I have yes, you can. You have to actually get magic. That's what I have here. I kind of skipped a little bit
It
ahead.
looks like you got a flashlight.
That's well, that's not a
Like click,
that's
click.
not a bad way to put it.
LEDs.
Like when did this turn into Alan Wake?
Well, maybe I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you do a lot of this, and you have to buy keys, and then you get to this dungeon, and I forgot to get the damn key, so I gotta go back to get the key. And then in there's a monster, but the monster's really hard. This game is not easy on any level. But I thought we'd do a little bit of video here, and if anyone remembers it, they'd appreciate it. So I'm gonna kind of end this one a little early. This was a classic capture for Faxanadu, the F game.
Steve.
Faxanadu.
And please subscribe. Let us know what you think. Thank you.
Steve.